Guys, we are going to be doing a cast special by request. This is going to be between Maarfon and Nolanakane. So it's between the Google Apex team and ContextSmith from the After Hours Gaming League. Just a little special request here. Just a one-off. Going to start the stream with that and we will be continuing. So let's dive into game, guys, and let's take a look. Alright, guys. Up here in the top left-hand side of the map. Let's get rid of that match info and get rid of my tip goal as well. Oh my god. Nice production, pig. Nice production. There we go. Up here in the top left hand side, representing ContextSmith, it is Nolanakane. And down here in the bottom right hand side in the purple, the Zerg representing the Google Apex team, or 1E100 as their tag is, it is Maarfon. So it's going to be a Zerg versus Zerg, and it looks like, ooh, quite an early spawning pool coming down here from Maarfon. Going to be a 14 spawning pool. Is after Overlord though, so not the most aggressive. Might just want to run a little pack of Zerglings at his opponent to pressure, or maybe just doing it for safety. Meanwhile, Nolana up here is going to be going for that more typical 17 hatchery play. Just going to be moving down to that expansion. I'm holding my finger over my nose as I am about to sneeze. For you guys who don't know, this trick usually works. Hold your finger under your nose and it will actually stop you from sneezing 90% of the time. Okay, so it looks like just a hatch gas pool from Nolana. So really standard build order from Nolana. Meanwhile, Maarfon is going to be expanding behind that pool. So it was a 14 pool into a 16 hatch. So some interesting timings from Maarfon. Will end up probably about 2 workers behind Nolana. And most importantly, no gas yet from Maarfon. So Maarfon might actually just be playing a gasless style. He's going to be going for a spine crawler here nice and early. No doubt going to be getting multiple queens out in the near future. And probably just trying to like wall off the front of this natural expansion and maybe try to skip the baneling phase, go straight up to roaches. Meanwhile, I fully expect Nolana to get Zergling speed as soon as that spawning pool's finished and to take over the map control. Of course, both players don't really have any idea of what the other's up to just yet. The Overlords are nearing each other's bases right now, so soon enough they will spot each other's expansions, know there's nothing to worry about. And back at home from Maarfon is finally taking that gas, but that's about a 1 minute 50 gas timing. It's about 45 seconds or so later than normal gas timing. Definitely going to give up the map control for a while there. Spine Crawler in the main is going to provide some semblance of safety. And, ooh, Roach Horn goes down. Actually, yeah, I think just completely skipping Ling Speed might be the play for Maarfon. I think that would make a lot of sense. He's going to start injecting here. Curious to see. Looks like he's going to move that Spine Crawler down to the low ground. And might build some more as well. Where did that Overlord go? Ooh, he's going straight through the base. Oh, so this is the #1 pervert Overlord. He's just going to try and watch these minerals and see how many drones come out from behind the mineral line. I wonder if Nolana is going to be aware of that. If Nolana was paying attention, Nolana can quickly send the queen up and get a free kill. But Nolana might not actually notice that that's Overlord. That Overlord is just watching, you know, just sitting there in the cupboard in the dark, peeking out. There's a monster under the bed. There's an Overlord behind the mineral line. Watch out. We've got a baneling nest on the way here for Nolana. This guy's having a smoke break. That drone, I think, was meant to build the baneling nest. But Nolana playing a pretty standard style, right? We've got Ling Speed almost finished. Oh, no, he's been spotted. All right, this Overlord's going to try and run over here. Now, the other queen will actually need to be pulled if he wants to finish this Overlord, I think. But actually, good micro by Nolana. He's going to pull that queen over. And can that Overlord get to safety? Oh, no, it does go down. And that actually puts Maarfon completely in the dark. He's spotted the third, but he has no idea if units are coming out of that base or not. So, Nolana might be able to go for a big pressure. For now, it's just a relatively small group of Zerglings. I think it's about 12 Zerglings in total, maybe 10. And 6 roaches are already out, though. So Maarfon's completely safe first this. He'd actually love there to be more Zerglings on the way. And more Zerglings there are, guys. 6 Banelings morphing. That's going to be worthless against roaches in his spine. Maarfon's actually playing so safe here. But Nolana, even though it's spotting the hatchery, doesn't know about the wall off the spine and the roaches in this perfect little nook. So Maarfon's actually building up a huge little roach force here. He's going to move out for a push, but ooh, the Banelings actually haven't hit yet. So these roaches might actually run out. We might have like the Banelings counterattack while the roaches are pushing. Roaches are actually going towards the third base. Both players not fully aware of each other's movements right now. And we've actually got mass drone behind this. Maarfon's got so few units on the defense. The Lings and Banes are going to come forward. Uh-oh. This ain't looking so good. The Baneling's going to go straight from the main base. The Spine and the Queen will be able to defend the Zerglings. Another Spine in the main. Oh my god, a massive hit there though. Does take down 6 workers. Not a bad trade to start things off for Nolana, but at the same time, the Roaches are hitting the counterattack. They are going to start to take down this hatchery. And that hatchery is getting very low. It looks like Nolana's going to try to save it. Maybe not the best decision. Non-stop mass Zerglings on the way behind this for Nolana. Nolana is going to come back. Ooh, actually, he's going to try and save it. That hatchery's still got 37 hit points. More and more Zerglings are coming in. The Zerglings, though, they all clicked on a single roach. Half of them are morphing into Banelings. They're not all fighting. Nolana is in a little bit of panic. Oh, Maarfon, click the hatchery. Click the hatchery. He clicks the hatchery. It goes down at the last second. And those roaches do end up falling. So Maarfon does end up getting the hatch, resets it to 2 bases versus 2 base, and most importantly, has got +1 range on the way. That +1 range being more than halfway finished. When that finishes, the roaches will start 2-shotting Zerglings. So if he can get up to about 20 roaches with that +1 attack upgrade, Maarfon's going to be in a splendid Zergling murdering position. But for now, the Zergling counterattack is on these Queens, getting surrounded instantly. The roaches not fighting. Maarfon a little bit slow to react, but thankfully that Spine Crawl there is there to tank the damage. And the Banelings not able to get through that wall of roaches. The Spine Crawler in the end lives as well. 13 kills. Remember guys, Spines have 2 armor, which means they just absorb a ton of Zergling attacks. And so Maarfon now is continuing to drone, no doubt just trying to build up that economy more and more, and at the same time threatening with these roaches. I think this is actually a fantastic move. If Maarfon can move across and then just like either pull back with these roaches after forcing a lot of Zerglings out, or maybe wedge them in like a nice little choke point and just be annoying, that's going to be great. I think this is going to be kind of risky though if Maarfon goes into the open, because we've got Lingbane here and Lingbane up here. They could surround from both angles. Oh no, Maarfon's just A-moving it. He's just going to go in for the attack, and this Lingbane's going to crush it. Massive Baneling detonations. Once again though, Nolana has had a little bit of an issue with sometimes target firing individual roaches, so the Zerglings aren't attacking. They're all trying to reach a single roach. But in the end, does work out. We've got a Spore and another Spine here for Maarfon. Problem for Maarfon though is there is a third base finished here. Nolana, of course, he's got that third up. Can drone, and oh, he's going to headbutt a little bit there. Nolana's got the map control and still has the army supply advantage, so I feel like the threat of Zergling Baneling counterattacks is enough that Nolana can drone up, but Nolana hasn't really done it. He's down 12 workers right now. Finally, 7 more workers in that production tab. I think so much focus on these Zergling attacks hasn't really been injecting, and yet there's so many Spines. Maarfon's playing a little bit overly defensive, but I mean, against Nolana's constant Zergling Baneling aggression, it's actually the exact right amount of defense, you know? If Nolana sat back a little bit, Maarfon, I think, would fall behind in this very defensive roach Spine Crawler setup, but as it is, Nolana's trying to force the issue, and there's just too much defense. More Zerglings running in. Nolana finding some terrible engagements here. These roaches, as I said, +1 upgrades finished. Carapace almost done as well. Oh god. It's going to be 1-1 roaches for Maarfon against just 0-0 roaches for Nolana. Nolana's still down 5 workers. The third base isn't really worth anything at this point. And we're going to see more roaches move out. Maarfon once again coming out with one of these roach attacks. Now, this is the point where Maarfon's gas is starting to really hurt. Doesn't have these gases on the natural. Doesn't have a third base. So Maarfon's economy is a little bit low. Is starting to move out to take a third at least. Here we go. Nolana going to try and engage these roaches in the middle of the map. A better angle for Nolana. We've got a beautiful concave of roaches. All of them striking at once. A lot of Maarfon's roaches are stuck behind each other. And a few good Baneling detonations as well. So despite that +1 range, Carapace isn't done just yet. I think Nolana is going to be able to overwhelm this attack. And Nolana here taking some very good engagements out in the open. Shutting down pretty much all of Maarfon's move outs so far. So Maarfon, he's got the third on the way, but he's so gas-starved right now and keeps on moving out with these small roach forces. These roaches, especially with the superior upgrades, really build power when they get up into a larger number. But right now, actually, there's no reinforcements for Nolana. This should be a good fight for Maarfon. Remember, guys, Maarfon has +1 carapace, +1 range. Yeah, Nolana's trying to focus fire, but it doesn't matter. These roaches and Maarfon are just way better. Look at that, takes them all down. Only loses like 1 or 2 roaches there. And we've got Zerglings. Like I've mentioned before, Zerglings not good versus 1-1 roaches, guys. They've got 2 armor now. The Zerglings are just tickling them, and the roaches are ripping their faces off with those acid vomit explosions, right? Third base is finishing. We've got the gases mining now. Maarfon adding the important tech in. The lairs finished as well, so roach speed and +1 or +2 could go down a little bit later when the gas count builds, but for now the gas income very low. Still only got 1 guy mining on that gas there after some of the early early pressure. 7 more drones on the way for Nolana. So Nolana here, I think definitely looking to just kind of power ahead in that regard. Has the double Evo. Looks like Nolana wants to just sit back, get double upgrades, you know, get all this going. But Nolana is the one who's now gas starved. Has only been mining off a gas all game. Hasn't transferred any drones out of the main just yet. The natural only with 1 worker mining on that gas. Looks like he's misclicked a drone on the gas next to it. And even though the mineral income for Nolana is going up well, I mean, Mass Zergling is not going to get the job done against the well-upgraded roaches. We've got +2 on the way for Maarfon. Maarfon's roaches are about to become insane. 13 drones on the way as well as a Hydra Den. So Maarfon's building up to this like elite composition, and while it's a while away from actualizing, I feel like Nolana needs time and really needs to fix up that gas income. And since Nolana right now doesn't seem to be doing that, hasn't noticed just how starved for gas they are, I think Nolana's in trouble. Nolana's army is going to get weaker and weaker. There's a queen out here as well, as this army standing out in the middle of the open. Maarfon, of course, does have a little bit of vision here. This Overlord knows there's a third base from that creep spread. Nolana looks like wants to be aggressive once more. But right now, what's the roach count? More roaches for Maarfon. The Zerglings aren't going to provide that much of an advantage for Nolana. More and more drones on the way for Maarfon. So Maarfon's kind of swapping into full economy mode with mass spine crawler on the third. Spines everywhere. Maarfon's just playing such a defensive game throughout. Really does not want to get overwhelmed by any attacks. And he's going to start to take the gases on this third as well. So this upgrade advantage is just going from strong to mega strong, right? Maarfon, the army is getting huge. Back at home, +1 upgrade start. Roach speed starts. The gases finally are going down, but only 1 of them being mined from for now. And that's the problem for Nolana. Nolana's never going to get to the point where suddenly, bam, 20 roaches pop out, even though there's so much mineral income. So I think Nolana definitely struggling a little bit here. Spores are going down, maybe thinking there might be Mutalisks on the way, but it's actually just Roach Hydra. And we see it moving out now. Maarfon with a huge army. +2 upgrades almost finished. It's going to be done in about 10 seconds. Oh man, Nolana's actually going to go for the counterattack, but the mass spine crawler, Nolana has no idea what he's running into. There's 4 spines on the third. They're going to massacre these Zerglings. Those roaches not running in just yet. These Zerglings are like, okay, let's go somewhere else. We've got a counterattack. We've got to buy time, dude. They're going to try and run into the main, but there's still that spine crawler in there. And it looks like Maarfon's whole army is going to be making its way backwards. Can we have a transfuse? No, does miss the transfuse. But Maarfon is going to take some damage in the main. Alright, a lot of these workers are going to go down. But as these roaches and hydras come back with +2, +1 upgrades, Nolana's force is going to get cleaned up. And what can Nolana build behind this? These roaches are just like, kill whatever drones we can, do the damage. But they all go down. And behind that, Zerglings in the production tab. The last thing Nolana needs right now. Still not mining from these gases, and that's going to be the crucial error, I think, because this force here from Maarfon has evolved into an absolutely beastly force. The third base is almost fully saturated. 16 more drones on the way. Instantly wants to replace all these drones in the main base. Could even go for a 4th with that many workers coming out. +2 carapace is on the way. And oh man, Nolana's in trouble. Taking more gas geysers, but still has not started mining from the extra gases. Nolana! Pure Zergling versus 2-1 roaches. Luckily do catch these roaches with a surround. Nolana's going to get a nice one here. Maarfon's like, okay, here's my army. Unfortunately, did throw away a few of the roaches. They're meant to kind of sync up with the hydras as the meat shield, but of course the hydra movement speed isn't done just yet. But the hydra damage output is just insane. These roaches just get shredded by these +2 hydras. These 3 roaches and these 12 hydras just running in behind them. They're going to get on top of this 4th base. I don't think there's anything Nolana can pop out to defend this. The Desperation Swarmos enters the production tab. Maarfon rolling through with the 2-1 Roach Hydra. And it looks like that base is going to go down. Might even be able to push into the production. What do we got? Like 1 spine, 5 roaches, still no gas. Oh, no Lana. Such a good position with the map control all game long, but just wasn't quite able to adapt to Maarfon's defensive play. You know, those counterattacks kept trying to get in, but the mass spine crawler was defending it. Maarfon's defense was solid as a rock, and now this little ball of hydras. It might be a little ball of hydras, but damn, their damage output is big. Finally, a few of them do drop here. Drones being pulled in, though. That spine goes down. More hydras rallying across. We've got zerglings about to pop out. The last unit you want against these well-upgraded hydras. Broodlings doing tiny little nibbles of damage. But look at this. These zerglings run in and they die as soon as they pop out. Zerglings pop out from the eggs. Half of them die immediately. All the tech is falling. Nolan is desperately trying to build spines, realizing that there's so much minerals in the bank, but it's a little bit too little too late. The hydras are in the base. They're running rampant. And it looks like Maarfon weathering the early game storm of zerglings and banelings. Putting on a series of roach attacks, which seem to just keep Nolan busy in the early game. And then has just kind of exploded into the 2-1 Roach Hydra a little bit later on. Once that third was secured, we saw Maarfon's economy just blow up. And that's it, guys. GG, well played. Hats off to Maarfon for taking that game, the AHGL. GG's.